Welcome back to This is VANCOLOUR. This week, the controversial and polarizing celebrity psychologist Jordan Peterson released his interview with BC Conservative leader John Rustad. It's high-profile exposure, but will this have any impact on BC's provincial election? Here to explain is your friend and mine, a political commentator and YouTuber based right here in Vancouver. He is JJ McCullough, and this is The Crunch. So JJ, as if there was not enough drama for BC's provincial election next month, Jordan Peterson, with his global platform, has just hosted BC Conservative leader John Rustad. It's going to get a lot of listens, but, you know, it's going to be listens from all over the world. Is this going to have an impact on our election?
I don't think a huge influence in terms of persuasion. You know, I don't think that for all of Jordan Peterson's sort of celebrity profile, that he really has the ability to kind of persuade people to come on to his side or to convince people to vote for someone that they might not otherwise have been inclined to vote for in the first place. You know, Jordan Peterson is obviously coded as a very kind of like right-wing figure, right. And John Rustad is leading the kind of the right-wing party. So, I mean, this is a sort of natural sort of synergy of interest in terms of that. But, you know, at the same time, like, Jordan Peterson is not a sort of neutral figure that sort of neutral people tune into to kind of get cues on, you know, who's good or bad by some sort of impartial standard. Right. Jordan Peterson exists to sort of amplify and elevate people that he's already ideologically inclined to agree with. So I think that this might have a sort of like motivating force on the part of conservative voters, where it's like conservative voters in this province who might not have been aware of John Rustad are now sort of getting the Peterson sort of stamp of approval and are like, oh, we have a conservative option. I'm excited to vote for him. But in terms of like, you know, a voter on the fence, I don't think Jordan Peterson is their sort of metric for deciding who they should support.
Is there any risk for John Rustad being on Jordan Peterson's podcast? Because Jordan Peterson has said some, let's just call it weird things, right? So will that be used against the Conservatives as fringe or extremist?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely a risk for Rustad, because I think that Rustad is not a Jordan Peterson type conservative. No? I mean, I've seen him on your show. I've seen him in many interviews. I think John Rustad is basically like a kind of like mid-90s era kind of like Joe Clark conservative dispositionally.
Wow.
I think very much that that's kind of how he sort of views the world. I don't think that he's like a 21st century culture warrior, you know, kind of a character of the sort that Jordan Peterson or Ben Shapiro or any of these other sort of like more modern characters are. And so I think that John Rustad's ability to kind of market himself as I think the person he authentically is kind of complicated if he sort of throws in with a kind of much more sort of hard-edged conservative tradition than I think he sincerely represents.
That is a hot take that you're probably going to hear about on Twitter. But just to wrap things up, do celebrity endorsements even matter in Canada or specifically BC? I know they're all the rage in the US, but it just feels like we don't really have a culture of celebrity endorsements here.
Well, I mean, there's just not enough celebrities, I think, to sort of exert their
Jordan
power.
Peterson?
Well, I mean, but Jordan Peterson's not from British Columbia, right? Like, he's not like some sort of local beloved hero who has any sort of sway there. I think just what I sort of said before, I think that celebrity endorsements can perhaps motivate the base in some way. Because, you know, these days everything is so polarized. Everything is so sort of coded left or coded right. I think a right-wing coded celebrity can motivate right-wing motivated voters to maybe get a little bit more excited in the same way that a kind of like left-wing coded celebrity can motivate sort of their base to maybe get out and vote. But in terms of, like I said before, a sort of impartial figure who is able to sort of persuade people on the fence, apolitical people, to mobilize in favor of one party or candidate or the other. No, I don't think we really live in a culture where that sort of thing happens.
You don't think Nelly Furtado could move the needle?
I would say that she's like left coded, right? So
JJ, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for your time tonight.
Thank you.
Folks, it is so nice to be back. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you to Mario Canseco, Michelle Cisa, and JJ McCullough for their time tonight. If you have any questions or thoughts about tonight's show, please shoot me an email, mo@thisisvancolour.com. Also, please follow me on X or TikTok @VanColour. We will be back next week with another banger for you. But for now, this is VANCOLOUR, and I'm Mo Amir telling you that in a province where you can be anything, be colorful. Peace.